I positioned the device over the corpse's head and inserted the neural probe. As I lifted the eyelids, the probe automatically calibrated its position before plunging deep into the brain. Instantly, massive streams of data flooded through the probe, racing toward the nearby hard drives. This was the 345th forbidden experiment, my attempt to transfer consciousness from the dead into mechanical bodies. After the consciousness transfer was complete and staff wheeled away the discarded corpse, the invisible pressure was nearly crushing me. I put on the equipment and activated the control interface. A massive display filled my entire field of vision. With methodical precision, I calmly issued commands to my assistant. As the experiment progressed, the robot's artificial brain began to glow faintly, a sign that consciousness transfer was occurring. Under my continued manipulation, the artificial brain's glow intensified, blazing like a brilliant galaxy. Moments later, the light dimmed and finally went dark. Consciousness transfer complete.
Imprint complete.
When staff pressed the startup button, the robot slowly lifted its head, its brain flickering back to life. I approached the robot, trying to awaken its consciousness. Sergeant Kelly. Moments later, the sergeant responded to my call. Having died on the battlefield 7 hours earlier, he was clearly disoriented upon this sudden awakening. His memories completely scrambled.
Who am I?
Everyone was ecstatic, success seemed within reach. I tried to explain the situation to the sergeant, but he stared in horror at his steel body. Though he had signed an organ donation agreement, he never imagined he would be revived in this form. The consciousness collapse triggered a rejection response, and he began frantically destroying his own mechanical body.
Sergeant Kelly! Turn it off. The imprint failed.
Sever the override!
The experiment failed once again. I fell into deep self-doubt. Every step seemed flawless, yet success remained perpetually out of reach. It felt like something crucial was missing from a key component. Breakthrough seemed so close, yet impossible to grasp, and my boss's patience had run out.
The truth is I'm not sure how much longer I can keep the lights on. Turns out, colossal and repeated failure tends to spook shareholders. Who knew?
This is my life's work. I moved my family here, made sacrifices. I promise you, I am this close.
Well, it just isn't close enough, is it, Bill? But don't let it ruin your weekend or anything.
However, just days later, this became the turning point of my life. That night, I was taking my wife and 3 children on a weekend getaway. In the pouring rain, disaster struck suddenly. I slowly opened my eyes, but it was already too late. I carried my wife and children to shore. Their cold, rigid bodies pierced my heart like steel blades. Once my emotions had somewhat stabilized, I pulled out my phone and called my assistant Eddie. Witnessing the scene before him, Eddie immediately understood my intention to clone my wife and children.